These are the electronics for the Eye of Agamotto kit. They look a little complicated, but I will post a schematic that'll hopefully walk you through what we're looking at here. I've done everything here on a perf board, and that is mostly for prototyping. Obviously, in a cosplay situation or in a display situation, you would elongate the wires that connect your, actual prop to the electrical assembly. So I'll start with what goes into the prop. So over here is the base plate, which gets screwed into the bottom. There is a motor, right, which is zip tied into place. There is an LED, which is just hot glued on the back. And then there are two limit switches. This has a small kind of carrier, umbilical, which would have all the wires that need to be extended. These go back to the schematic, or to the breadboard, which I'll display in the schematic, and I'll kind of walk through how those work. Right now, I have the LED connected directly to the power rail. So when I turn on the 9-volt battery over here, the LED turns on. Just for clarity in the video, I'm going to turn off the LED by disconnecting it. So the way that it works, there's no microcontrollers or anything like that. Within the actual mechanism, I'll see if I can get this on camera, there is a little lobe. So in here, there is a little protrusion. That protrusion interfaces with these two stop switches, and this is what tells the power basically to be cut to the motor. So in action, the way it works is you've got a forward switch and a reversing switch. The mechanism will drive up to one of these switches, which will, open the circuit and stop it, and then you can drive the motor in the reverse direction. So what that ends up looking like is I can drive the motor in one direction, right? If I hit this button, the motor stops. I can then use this button while this is still depressed to drive the motor in the other direction. And it works in reverse. So if I hold this one, I can stop it with that one. And that's essentially it. So what that means in, the actual use is that you can wire these up to your hands, or to, if you wanted to, a microcontroller, to control going forwards and backwards. It drives power to the motor and tells the motor to go in one direction, and then the device kind of stops itself and prevents it from going too far and kind of mashing the gears into something that you don't want it to go into. So that is the entirety of the assembly here. Let me know if you have any questions. Like I said, I'll post a schematic, and that should hopefully clarify, which wire goes where. But the only thing that I anticipate people needing to modify is the lengths of these wires specifically. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. Bye.